to Jammin' with Dr. Terry, where Jam stands for Jesus and Me. Hi, I'm Dr. Terry, Children's Pastor for Faithful Central Bible Church. Children, today we're continuing with our fruit of the Spirit. Remember, in Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 and 23, it says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control." Today's word is faithfulness. So children, I'd like to tell you that faithfulness is all about your attitude. It's about your actions. It's what you do. You can't say that you're faithful, but then you don't do what you say. You can't say that you're faithful, but then your actions say something different. So I'm wearing my daughter's college sweatshirt. So she was on the Brown women's rugby team. Yes, she played rugby. And whenever she would have a game, me and her dad and her siblings would pack up and we'd go to her game. We were faithful to go to her games every time that we could. Every time it was time for a game, we said, "Okay, guys, let's go. Put on your gear. Let's go and cheer Ebony and her team on." And we did that every time there was a game. We were faithful. Now, how would it be if we were to say, "Okay, Ebony, we'll be at your game. We'll see you on Saturday." Click. No mom, no dad, no siblings. We didn't show up. That's not being faithful. We were faithful because we went out and she'd see us and say, "Hey, Mom, hey, Dad, thanks for coming." And we would say, "Go, go, go." And we would cheer them on. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose, but we were faithful to the Brown women's rugby team and we cheered them on. So what is faith anyway? Faith is being loyal. Faith means you're trustworthy. People can trust you. It means you're reliable. It means you'll keep your word. That means you keep your promises. You'll do what you say you will do. Well, who does that sound like? Sounds like somebody I know. Sounds like somebody you know. Yes, that's right. That sounds like God. God is our example for being faithful. God is the one who is faithful to us time after time. Why? Because he keeps his promises, because he does what he says he's going to do, because he's always there for us, because he never, ever, ever changes, because he is the one we can count on. Can people count on you the way you can count on God? That's true faithfulness. So I encourage you today to eat that fruit of the Spirit called faithfulness. We all want to be faithful. We want people to depend on us and to be true to us. So the same way that we were faithful to the Brown women's rugby team, we should also be faithful to God and to others. So how are we going to show that we're faithful to God and to others? Well, Teacher Terry is going to do a quick change right now. And instead of being faithful to the women's Brown rugby team, I'm going to be faithful to, give me a minute, and I will show you who I'm going to be faithful to. I'm going to be faithful to Jesus. Yes. And I encourage you to be faithful to Jesus. So I'm on Team Jesus, Team Jesus. So we're going to play a game, okay? And I think it's pretty cool. Just to test our faithfulness and all about what's faithful, what isn't faithful. So remember, we said that God never changes. He's always the same. He keeps his promises. I don't know about you, but I want to be like that. I want people to depend on me. I want people to know that they rely on me. And then when they call Dr. Terry's going to be there, and she's going to do exactly what she said she would do. So I'm going to ask you just a few questions, and we get to answer with yes, that's being faithful, or no, that's not being faithful. Okay, so here's question 1. So your friend calls you up and says, "I need some help. I don't understand this homework problem. Will you be there to help me if I Zoom in with you at 5 p.m. on Friday evening?" So that's the question. Will you help your friend 5 p.m. Friday evening? So if you do and they call you, ring, 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 yes, and you pick up, yes, then yes, you've been faithful. Now, what about if another friend is having a party on the same day at 5 p.m. on Friday? You know you told your friend that you'd be there for the Zoom to help them with their homework, but you've got to go to this party. It's the best party ever, and you want to be there. And you say, I think my friend, they'll understand. I'm going to the party. Were you faithful? No, you were not faithful. You want to make sure that you keep your word. You do exactly what you say you'll do. All right, here's another one. So let's say that it's clean up time, clean up, clean up. All right, and mom says, I need you to make sure you clean up your room. You say, okay, no problem. And mom says, Grandma's coming over to visit. I need your room cleaned up by Saturday. And you say, okay, I'll do it. It's Saturday. But guess what? Your favorite show comes on Saturday. And you don't know. I told Mom I'd clean up my room, but I want to watch my show. But you say, you know what? I'll record the show and clean up my room like I said. Were you faithful? Yes, you were faithful. But what happens if you say, I'll start watching my show and then clean my room after, and then you keep watching the show and you forget all about it? Grandma's knocking on the door and your room isn't clean. What'd you do? No, you were unfaithful. Remember, we want to always let faithfulness shine in everything we do. You want to be faithful. I want to be faithful. People want to know that they can count on us always. So faithfulness is the word of the day. I encourage you to go and show some faithfulness with everything that you do on a daily basis. Thank you so much for joining me today. I pray that you would like, share, and subscribe to our channel. I'm Dr. Terry, and I'll see you next time.